Hey guys, Russ here from Wilson Land and Cattle Company. Trying to get you guys caught up here a little bit. I haven't been doing many videos because I haven't had much time. Things kind of snowballed on me here. We've done a lot of consulting work this year, a lot of speaking, doing a lot of traveling, which is a good thing. It's nice to go out and be able to help other producers. And if you guys need any consulting work or anything, I'm available as of now. Things may change here in the near future. So if you've been thinking about getting me to your farm or doing Zoom calls or whatever, let me know. But I just wanted to kind of get everybody up to speed again. I'm going to try and not edit videos so hard because that's kind of what burns me out, is editing videos. But if you're interested in doing editing work for me, let me know. But let's go ahead and take a look. We got more babies on the farm this year than we ever had. The cow herd's the smallest it's been. We've covered the least amount of pasture so far this year. There has been a lot of stuff change. We've added some new things to our enterprises on the farm, and I'll be talking about those in September down at the Regenerative Summit in Greenville, Tennessee. And that's the third week in September, I believe. You can look it up on the USA Regenerative Alliance website. But what I wanted to start off and show you is I built 8 beds. Mostly for trees, but what we didn't plant in trees, we went ahead and we planted vegetables. And we'll be adding to this. We're going to be Actually, next week we're going to be putting siding, start a huge project. We're going to tear the front porch off, build a new front porch, and re-side our whole house so it looks a little better. I know people have been, oh, you need to get your house painted, because yeah, it does. It needs painted, but why paint it if you're going to side it? So that's what we're doing. We're going to side and put a new porch on the front of our house. But anyhow, we're going to be adding more beds. My goal is I still have a whole bunch of, my beds are built out of purlins, and I probably have another 100 or so. I'm not 100, so I probably have another 60 purlins. So I'm going to make as many beds as I possibly can. These two here are air prune beds. We have American coffee tree, and they're still coming up actually. These here are American coffee tree. There's not a whole lot come up there. They need scarified whenever we do that, so I scarified them, and they are actually still coming up. These here are black locusts from Hungary. We bought the seeds online. But these here are all black locusts from Hungary. And then these guys here I did not think was going to grow. So Emmy and I, we planted them double. That's a weed there. That's red root or pig root. These here are, those there are all Osage orange. These here are all honey locusts. And now we keep going on this bed. This is honey locust that we they're honey locusts that we collected. I didn't collect them. A friend of mine collected them for me, but they were collected in State College, Pennsylvania. And right here, there's a spot in the soil that there's something wrong, that the plants won't grow. And then I don't know what's planted in here. I believe it's cantaloupes. I don't know for sure. And then these here, Emmy and I grafted 1,000 trees this year. So we're gonna have apple trees for sale. I was gonna sell them earlier this year, but I decided to hold on to them and let them basically start growing and make sure they're good and healthy before I sell them. because I'd really feel bad to sell an apple tree to, or pear tree or plum tree to somebody if the darn thing died on them. So, you know, I'm taking those losses on those. We have dwarf and we have semi-dwarf apples. We have pear trees, and we also have some plum trees. We don't have a lot of plum trees, but we have some. But these here are all these have been grafted. And then this here's an herb bed that I put together. I got a bunch of free seeds when I was at the POS conference last year. So we started those. We got some sage, anise, stevia there, woundwort, what else? There's a bunch of stuff. And then one of my favorite herbs right here, of course, lemongrass. That's lemongrass. Emmy has carrots planted here. There's a couple rows of kohlrabi. I'm not sure what they have planted in here. I didn't plant a lot of the vegetable seeds, so I just planted the trees. Now these here are willows that I purchased out of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. And basically this here's my start bed. What we'll do is we'll take cuttings off of these every year and either plant the cuttings or we're going to sell the cuttings. And these here look really, really bad. They're the cuttings off of the tops of the trees that we grafted. And we didn't get them in the ground quite quick enough. We waited and waited and waited for topsoil, and it never came. We had to buy topsoil. I don't have any. So most of them didn't make it, unfortunately. But if we were able to take those tops and get them stuck in the ground earlier than what we did, we probably would have got 50 or 60% growth on them. So, and then these here are root stalks that the grafts didn't take on. We had a pretty good success with the grafts to start with, but again, we didn't get our beds because we were waiting for topsoil. We didn't get our beds in quick enough, and some of those grafts just didn't make it. So these here are cucumbers here. We're going to put a trellis up over these here are my fig trees. We bought these trees last year and planted them in pots, and they have figs on them. So we'll have figs here before too awful long, hopefully. Lots and lots of figs. Here's some a winter hardy fig tree that we have. And then this here's just a mixture of plants. There's blueberries, goji berries, raspberries, honeyberries, honey locust. There's a bunch of grafted apple trees here. Mulberries. Just pretty big mixture of everything here. And then these here are some pretty rare tomatoes. This here's one of the ones that I'm most excited about. This here's a white tomato. So we'll see how that goes. I see there's a little disease on these leaves. We always try and pick the diseased leaves off to help prevent them from spreading, because you know how susceptible tomatoes are to disease. But that there is the beds. And oh, we have another row. I had a little bit of extra soil here and we kind of ran out of beds, so I just planted some viney plants in there. We actually caught a little bit of rain last night, which is good. But anyhow, we're going to do a video on the livestock here in a little bit. Or I was going to have this video with the livestock video and all that, so kind of changed my mind here. we'll do the livestock video next.